You get the keys to the car back in December 3rd. Your old car, you get it again, and you get an opportunity to coach the Rutgers football team. But then you have a couple months, and we go into this pause period in March due to COVID-19. I'm curious how much progress you were able to make during those crucial first couple of months that you were hired again as the head coach.
Well, first, thanks for having me on, Kathryn. And we were making some real progress. I enjoyed our players. They did everything that we asked from a work standpoint, and we were able to do some really good things in recruiting, which is going to be the key. So that went well, and then everything hit. So our guys have been doing an awesome job. I mean, I think my number one responsibility is making sure that all our players and our staff and their families are safe. And I feel comfortable with that, and that they have enough to eat, all those things. And then after that, the rest, we try to continue to install our offense and defense. And as important as anything is install our culture with our team. And that's been interesting, WebEx and all the other tools to use for that. And then recruiting. And that's one thing that has gone well so far with the class of 2021, is that we've had great opportunities to communicate with them and continue to do that as we speak.
Well, Coach, the first time you were hired by Rutgers back in 2000, you were also held responsible for turning around a program that was struggling at the time, had not been to a bowl game since 1978. But of course, you did it, and you turned the program around, and you're back here again looking to do very similar results. What did you learn from your experience then that you're able to apply going forward in this season?
Well, I mean, the things you learn are endless, right? As far as game, I was 34 years old when I took the job, so I didn't know what I didn't know. 20 years later, certainly been through a lot of different experiences. So I'm encouraged. We have the university itself in the 10 years that I was gone has done an incredible growth. I mean, you're talking about $1.5 billion in construction. And, sometimes when we used to recruit, I wouldn't want to bring the guys on campus. Now I can't wait to get the recruits on campus. It's gorgeous. And I don't know if you've been back, Kathryn, but it really is a different place. When I drove around, I was amazed. So it's exciting. I think we're going to be able to do it. We have built-in credibility already with the high school coaches and the people of New Jersey and New York because we've done it. And that served us well already in recruiting. And the hard work of getting your current team and improving them and getting them ready to go play in the Big Ten East is certainly the challenge. But at the same time, we have to continue to build our team with recruiting. And those are really the two main fronts.
Yeah, Coach, I have had the opportunity to be back a couple of times, and I was at that game, men's basketball game as well against Maryland, where I know you were there as well. You brought about 100 recruits, high school recruits to that game, the big victory for Rutgers just before we split here and took time away. But it's been fun to see the progress that Rutgers has made, and of course, being back there for football games last fall. It's an exciting crowd, and I know the excitement even is building more now that you're back there. Another exciting news, I guess, for athletes and college athletes right now is this NCAA announcement this week that there is a possibility, a first step towards letting college athletes receive compensation for their image and likeness. And we've been, teetering on this for a while now with social media being so big and players wanting to get compensated for this. Where do you stand on this issue and this debate that is ongoing?
Well, I think it's a matter of time. It really, is their right. And I think they deserve it. I mean, these kids, they really work incredibly hard, both academically and athletically. And if there's ways, I think the key is going to be how it's managed by the NCAA, how it's managed by individual conferences, and then the individual institution. And as long as it's managed the right way, I think it's the right thing. Now, certainly, could it get out of hand? If not, yes, absolutely. But I think people have a good grasp of what it's going to take. And now, as always, the execution is going to be the key.
Coach, before we let you go, I know you have a close and a long-standing relationship with Bill Belichick of the New England Patriots, a couple of Rutgers alum in that lineup as well. You had the McCourty twins and, of course, Mohamed Sanu. Can you give us an inside glimpse into your relationship with Coach Belichick and what you've learned from him over the years?
Well, Coach Belichick has certainly been very gracious to me and to my staff over the years. And, I had the chance to coach his son, Steven, here at Rutgers. And I've learned a ton. I mean, certainly he is, without a doubt, in my opinion, the greatest to ever have coached football. So to have inside access and to learn from him is invaluable. And I continue, to ask his advice on things ongoing. So he's a good friend, and he certainly is a great mentor to be able to bounce things off. So I'm very appreciative of it.
All right. Well, Coach, thanks so much. We're appreciative of your time joining us here on Lunch Talk Live. We look forward to seeing the Rutgers men's football team back in action, hopefully in the fall. And we look forward to the progress you're going to be able to make with the program as well. Thanks so much, Coach.
Thank you, and God bless.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.